Hey folks, this still comes up as a topic surprisingly often actually, but the Feder or federschwert as they're now known, although they're probably at the time known as federschwert or something like that, which is the fencing sword, the medieval Renaissance fencing sword of the 15th, 16th centuries primarily, for the longsword. In other words, the practice version of the longsword. A lot of people say they don't like the look of them, or they're not from the region or area or in the source that they particularly study, and therefore they're not going to use them, they don't like them. That's fine, people can do what they like. However, there is a fundamental difference between just a blunt longsword and a feder that's important to note, and that is the fact that it has this narrow blade. The overall weight is the same as a longsword, I should mention, but the fact that it has a narrow blade and all of the mass that would normally be up here on the blade in the form of a broader, sharper blade is put here at the base. Okay? And what that does is essentially fools your hands and body into making it feel like a real sword, because in front of your hands you have the same mass of steel as a sharp blade, more or less. Okay? But the fact that it's narrower means that it hits with a lot less force. So generally speaking, federschwerts, however you use them, are safer than blunt swords, okay? Because they are narrower in the hitting portion of the blade. They've got less mass at the centre of percussion, in other words, the area where you hit with. And it should be mentioned, of course, that they are more flexible in the blade for the same reason than a normal blunt sword. So, as far as I'm concerned, and I think probably everybody using federschwerts, these are safer for sparring with than just a blunt longsword would be, and that's why we use them. Cheers.